What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you, well, with a little marker watch today. Before I begin, I just want to say, I will be getting a ton of new field centers in my website, YGOPaisano.com. All these field centers will be available for pre-sale tomorrow. I actually might be able to get them if shipping comes early enough tomorrow. I may be able to send them out tomorrow. Any of those updates will be available on my Discord. The Discord link could be down below. Once again, go ahead and check out YGOPaisano.com. I have a ton of field centers that I think you're going to really like a lot. Check it out. Any orders over $25 gets free shipping. And for any other order that's under $25, it's usually about $3 shipping. Everything shipped with tracking. And yeah, once again, these always sell fast. They are, I get a limited amount, and they are gone. We're also going to be getting the Black Edition field centers. These are insanely new. There's none like these on the market. I believe some people had an opportunity to grab the Dark Magician Girl one. Those sold out in 2 seconds. We have a ton of them available. Once again, tomorrow on the website, YGOPaisano.com. I don't know when it'll be available, probably around 12 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, so keep an eye on this website. Once again, any and all updates will be available on Discord. I might go live on Twitch. I'm debating on it to stream myself getting this and showing this off, but we'll see. Definitely keep an eye out for it, though. Alright, Legendary Duelist, Duels from the Deep is out. And to be honest with you, there's only 3 cards that are worth any value. Technically 4 if you want to include Fish Sonar. The card's roughly around $11. Forbidden Droplet was roughly around 48s, and now it's starting to move back up to 58s. Silent Honor Arc, the Ghost Rare, is at $40. To be honest with you, I own the Ultimate Rare First Edition, and I kind of want to get the Ghost Rare. Do we wait more? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below if you're waiting to get number 101. This is great in Time Wizard format, and I really do hope Konami pushes Time Wizard format. They've been really bad at pushing alternative Yu-Gi-Oh formats, and it'd be great to see Konami actually get their act together with Time Wizard format, because there's a ton of players that play it, and start pushing a couple of formats, 2-3 formats. GOAT, 2014, 2011. The Edison type formats. Like, there's so many great formats we can go back to and play, and with the proper support from Konami, not just Konami League and the OTS store, but from Konami directly, I do think we can see a huge push for alternative formats in this game. One of those alternative formats, you're going to need one on 101. Actually, you might need it for more, but definitely one in particular. 101 Silent Honor Arc is a must-have card. So if you don't want to buy the first edition Ultimate Rare, the Ghost is not that bad. But once again, do you wait? Let me know. Marince's Dives a card that's currently $15. I think every Yu-Gi-Oh player, including myself, is waiting to buy this card because we don't know Marines is going to be doing anything. Is it? I mean, I have faith in the deck. I think the deck's really good, and OCG, it made a huge commotion. I was going to say splash, but I'm done with the dad jokes. Huge commotion. But for the most part, it didn't really do anything. So once again, is it enough to do anything? If you are holding Marincess and you do want to get some other cards, hey, there's a lot of great cards still. Coral Triangle's $2. Springing Girls, roughly around $3. And everything else is under that is just relatively cheap. But if you do want to wait in those dives, I understand. It's $45 for a playset. Why go in and grab it now? If the deck does nothing, it's a waste of $45. So you want to make sure you're going to get value from this. So I understand for anyone that's debating on getting this card or not. Listen, looking at Speed Duel's Velocity box, it's really good value-wise. We knew it was going to be, but the value is increasing every single day. I've been told these are available at like Barnes & Nobles. If you can find one in your area and grab one of these, good for you. These are really hard to find, and they're going to become harder and harder as time goes on. It has a lot of classic cards. Reinforcing the Army, No More to Crossout, Jinzo, Secret Rituals, mind you. Breaker, Dark Paladin, Foolish. I mean, all these cards have crazy good value, and to be honest with you, I think the Speed Duel Velocity box at MSRP is a great steal if you can find it. Then we have Beyond the Pendulum, and this is a great example of why I always say don't buy into the pre-sales. Yes, there are times, it's far and few between, but there are times when pre-sales can have great value, when you could buy something at pre-sale low and then it goes up in value. That does happen. Not a lot, though. And Beyond the Pendulum is an excellent example of that. This Secret Rare Dimension of Force right now had a pre-sale price of roughly around $84. It is tanked and is barely touching $10. Don't get me wrond, I hope Pendulums do good, and this definitely is like one of the cards they're going to need. But let's be honest with you, the new Master will just bend Pendulums over, number 1. Number 2, Beyond the Pendulum is a great card. But Pendulum players all know that they lose to the same thing as any kind of spammy deck loses to. Nibiru, Dark Rule No More, and they just get blown out. Now, I think Beyond the Pendulum is still a great card. I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players that are looking for this card more than likely will eventually be picking this card up. But the question becomes, when do you buy it? Me, personally, I have Pendulums put to the side in a deck box, and I want to get this card. But do I get it now? No, of course not. Cards like this are great to pick up after Nationals when nobody's looking at them and nobody's talking about them. So, Evil Twins Trouble Sunny is rising in value. I don't own this card, and after this video, I'm probably going to buy at least 2 of these. Evil Twins Trouble Sunny right now, the Burst of Destiny, is roughly around $2. This card was dirt, but now it's rising in value, as you can see over here. Why? Because if you are looking to get ready to play Splites, you might need Evil Twins Trouble Sunny. You might really do. You go, of course, get the Starlight Rare, you know, that used to be $190, but now the Starlight Rare is roughly around $310. That is insanely high. And of course it is. Once again, Splites are going to see play, and you might need Trouble Sunny. If you do, you're going to want to grab the Ultra. You want to save money. Starlight Rare might not be going down anytime soon. Then we have Borosaur Dragon. This used to be like the boss monster of boss monsters. Access code kind of replaced it, but we are still seeing decks that use Borosaur Dragon because it just kills you. This card still is an insanely strong boss monster in this game. Original print version Secret Rare is still worth money, but if you want to go ahead and check this out, Bowser Legends version right here, well, it's roughly around 14 bucks. After that one sold, by the way, it's 15s for Borosaur Dragon. You want to look at any other version of it, like the Ultra Rare Gold Sark? Well, that's 9 bucks. If you want the original printed outside of Horizons, once again, this is if you don't own it, you get a first edition version. I don't know why I have sales and card click. There we go. First edition version of the card, it's $15. This is relatively cheap for a card that still sees play sporadically. And let's be honest, this card is still really good. A lot of you players are going to Access Code Talker, but if you can't always go into that, or your deck doesn't really work that well with it, there are other ways to play, like, I don't know, Borosaur Dragon, which is still a really strong card in the game. Then we have No Material, hand trap one which everyone forgot about. It has 2 printings, 2020, so 2 years old, 10 Lost Memories, which is 75 cents, undervalued in my opinion. And of course, the No Material at original print Dark Neostorm first edition. So we're gonna look at it right now, and you can see right here it's $6. Do you grab this card? Well, you do what you want to do, but I own my playset already of this card. And the reason why is, I think it's really important to own a playset of every hand trap, especially ones like No Material, because nobody's looking at it. When's the last time you had a conversation with somebody about No Material? Probably not. But this card's really good still, and I do think this card's important in the future of this game. It might not be seen now, more than likely, no, fair enough, but at one point, Ghost Ball wasn't seen as a good card, and it was dirt cheap. I'm telling you right now, if you don't want to place it at every hand trap, especially once nobody's looking at original print first edition, you're just doing it wrong. You really want to go in and grab these. Then we have Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries, a hand trap in which I think is insane. This card is broken. Yes, there's a ton of printings of this card, and they're cheap. You can get a cheap playset of this card easily. If you do want the original print out of Shining Victories, which is a really, really valuable set, original print first edition start roughly around $11 for the Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Once again, another hand trap nobody's looking at, nobody's talking about, but it's still good. In fact, Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries had seen previous spikes in the past years as it was used in a lot of decks. So, I'm telling you right now, Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries is definitely a card you might want to consider picking up. Obviously not good against like Branded, not that good against Branded, decent, but still overall a great card. I think a lot of you good players will find value in this card, so I highly recommend you keep an eye on this one. Then we have Swap Frog. Now, you don't need to buy the Ultimate Rare, the OTS Tournament Pack, that version was $325, $340. Yeah, you don't need to buy that. It is nice though. You can still get the Ultra Rare at a Dual Overload before it really goes crazy. The current value of the card is roughly around $4 to $5. Now, this is the one I would highly recommend for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players. Yes, you get the common, but it's still like around the same price, so just get the Ultra Rare. This is going to be going up higher in value. To some, it's a no-brainer. To others, it's a no way, but it is. It is. Splites, by the end of the year, will be the most dominant deck in our game unless Konami preemptively hits Totally Awesome. That's what you're banking on. Now, it's Konami you're talking about here, so there's a good chance they're not going to preemptively hit anything. Let's be honest. If we had the ban list, we'd hit Totally Awesome. Nope, that's too broken. Splites is still going to be good, really good, but we can't have this. With that said, now that we have a Swap Frog available, and note that we have Konami in this universe where they just don't do things like that, Konami will more than likely not hit Totally Awesome, meaning they're going to need Swap Frog. So do you have your Ultra Rares? That's my question. Ignis of Prominence, the Blasting Dracosaur Ultimate Rare at Clash of Rebellions has been spiking, and I don't know why. Comment down below if you do. The card price point right now is roughly around $31. Why is this card rising at all? Just throwing it out there. Like, what's happening here? I don't know why this card's rising in value. I owned this card. It was dirt cheap. This is 12s. I remember getting this card for like 8s. But this card was dirt cheap for a long while. I don't know why it's rising in value, and I don't care. It's an old Ultimate Rare that could have potential to see any kind of play. That's a snap buy in my book. And I've talked about this card in the past, but yeah, it's rising. Do you sell it? I'm holding mines. Then we have deck devastation virus. So once again, we talked about how splites could be one of the best decks at the end of the year. Yeah, this is how you beat splites. Like, this is it right here. Now, if you want an Ultimate Rare First Edition, no big deal. Friend prices, it's going to run you roughly around $300. If you don't own Deck Devastation Virus, there's other printings of this card, okay? So you do have the original print at Dark Relations. You do have the Legendary Kyber one, which is already rising in value. The value of this card is at $7 for this card. And you do have other printings. Make sure to grab yourself a playset of this card if you are not looking to play splites. This is how you beat splites. Me personally, I'm going to be playing all those decks, Tearlament, splites, all that jazz. I think Tearlaments have better artwork than splites. Comment down below, let me know anything about that. But I'm definitely looking to play forward to playing Tearlaments and ultimately splites. But yeah, this is how you beat them easily. This is all you need. So make sure to have it. Be ready. Listen, I also got my metal field center. I'll probably talk about this tomorrow. When I get my other field centers, I'll talk about this one as well. If you want a smart NFC enabled metal field center, go over to smarttc.com. I have a link down below. If you want to save money, use my promo code, save yourself some money, and get this absolutely gorgeous field center. This is a Mirror Jade field center, and this thing looks absolutely gorgeous. Once again, you can connect with your phone, so whenever you're at a Yu-Gi-Oh event, if you want to, you know how they do the pairings, you can just pop it on here, do the pairings. I have mine connected to the Yu-Gi-Oh app to do light points, makes it easier. That's how the back looks, and you can see it over, you probably can't see it that well. Oh, there it goes. That's how the back looks. That's how the front looks. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. So if you do want a smart field center, check this out. Once again, if you want a specific field center for any kind of archetype decks you want to play, including the black editions, which I don't have many of these will sell out, and I don't know when I'm getting more of these, I'm going to be honest. You got that. I do have some tokens currently available on the website, YGOPaisano.com. And of course, once again, we have a ton, and I mean a ton, and you can check them out here before they're available, of brand new field centers coming out tomorrow that more than likely will be selling out fast. So if you want to go ahead and grab these field centers, be on a lookout. Go on my Discord, check it out. If you want your smart field center, go to smarttc.com. Once again, use my promo code down below. Totally also is probably gonna sell out in 2 seconds. But we have a lot of cool field centers. I mean, these are absolutely gorgeous. These will sell out. So once again, if you want to keep an eye out for that, YGOPaisano.com tomorrow, roughly around 12 Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully, I'll be able to get these in around that time. If they do ship early, and if I do get them in, I'll send them out tomorrow. If not, the latest shipping date will be Monday. So keep an eye out for these. These are gorgeous, and if you want one, make sure to check it out. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos have a great day.